Alright. State has as many what? As senators and representatives? Electoral votes.
If they just put votes, is that okay?
Minus 2.
They put delegates.
Minus 4. No, minus 3. Minus 3. How many total are there? 538. There's one for each senator and representative, and then what's the extra 3? Washington, D.C. gets 3.
I think put 535.
535. How many votes does it take to win the presidency? 270. So tomorrow night, whoever gets to 270 first is the president. Now, will there probably be some sort of recount? What's that?
Isn't it today?
Yes.
Okay.
The election.
Remind
Elections-
you, call in.
Elections
I
today.
don't know how to.
People on your church.
What kind of elections are used to weed out candidates to get to one per party? Primary elections. What's a candidate in office running for that office again? Incumbent. Don't count it wrong. What's up?
Number 4.
Yes.
They put spring.
I'll take it because we talked about it in the spring. They put primary down for them. I'll take that one.
Wait,
What'd you say about?
it goes primarily.
Yes,
the 10 back to the top. Yeah.
Does it?
What is it?
Wait, what happened?
Everybody, blank elections, primary elections, and then the next one is an incumbent is a candidate running for that office again. Where's it go? Back to 1?
10 to 1.
10 to 1? Boy, I was really trying to fool somebody. I must have had somebody getting after it a couple years ago. Okay. So everybody good? Now we're the number of delegates. Everybody cool? What did I say all the time a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Is that what I say all the time? Is that my thing? You know what I'm saying? Is that what I do all the time? Because what were y'all talking about? Somebody says something all the time.
We're talking about mom.
Oh, what'd she say?
Says,
You're an idiot to me? Oh, no. What? Yes, she does. Don't want to hear it.
you're
Idiot.
how do you know it?
Idiot. No, here's what little Christy says all the time. Her and Titan both.
I wish you'd get out of my life and shut up.
Once she called me a bodaggett.
No.
Bodaggett?
You don't know what a donate is?
Neither do I.
It's on
It's
Napoleon.
anywhere.
It's on Napoleon. What does he say? Get off me, you bodaggett. Yeah.
That's when he throws.
Did you know Napoleon, the guy that wrote Napoleon, almost all that stuff really happened to him in his life. He grew up in that little town. Almost all that, the cow thing, no, the chicken thing, all that happened. That happened. The guy shooting the
What
cow
chicken shooting the cow?
in front of the school bus, that all happened.
I always thought they made it stupid.
They did that movie as a college project.
No, it was.
The preview, the
Yeah,
previous
have you ever
one.
seen the normal at the first one?
Mm-hmm.
It's like him, and he's doing it for like a movie fair or something
Yeah,
like that.
movie class.
And it's like in black and white,
Yeah.
and there's like a little Pedro.
I think they spent $400,000 to make it, and it made so far I don't know how many millions. I could make a movie about my life. I could be myself. Titan could play a young little Ryle. Might do that. Pay for my bills. The number of delegates you get in a national party convention is based on the percentage of vote you get in the what election? Primary election. So however you do in the primary election, that gives you support for the delegates for the national convention. What's that?
They put Iowa.
I'll take it because that's a primary.
I
You're in the
think
right.
that's me, isn't it?
Highway. What's up?
Early summer.
-2. Because the party convention is early summer. At least they're thinking straight. Everybody, I saw some weird faces. Everybody else good? Good on it? If you win a majority of the popular vote, you get all that state's what? Electoral votes. At the National Party Convention, they officially pick a candidate or a nominee, and they draw up the party platform. If they missed one of them, -2.
All they put was delegate.
Pick a delegate. That's not because the delegates are what's picked. So no, that's not right. Foreign policy always comes down to security and economics, or security in the economy, money in the military, anything like that.
Okay, how many off if they just came in?
4 points apiece. As what? The president is responsible for military decisions. Commander in Chief. Frank, did you ask me something a while back and I said take 4 points off? One of the other ones? Okay, 3. I think good. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, well, I didn't do good on this one. I mean, I put September 11th there, but I don't think I clarified that earlier. What has the effect of a law but doesn't go through Congress?
The thing with the video.
I'm an executive order, and I pretty much just happened. What's that? Executive order. What? Yes. Because September 11th was supposed to be a hint. I don't know if I did good on that. What they put? Anybody missed it? What they put?
President?
Nothing. That's what I thought.
Says
President.
I think I got that right.
What's the most powerful, long-lasting thing a president can do? Judge, justice,
I got that one.
Supreme Court.
I said using the media.
Pick a judge.
Were we supposed to count?
The one about effect of a law?
You marked the wrong one.
Yes, because
Executive order.
on your questions, it specifically says, there's one of them that says, what's an executive order? And the answer is, it's like a law but doesn't get through Congress.
So, for the, law enforcement one, what's the jurisdiction
No, because that doesn't last after they're gone. The Supreme Court justice, the judge is there 20 years after they're gone. And there's a question on your questions that says, what's the longest lasting thing a president can do, the most powerful thing? And it's judge or justice.
I guess I was just skimming over it.
Yeah, don't skim. A president can what? Presidential, I'm sorry. Fireside chats were used by FDR.
Boom. What if they just
If somebody, did anybody put the radio?
Yeah.
I'll take it. But put fireside chats. Okay, just about fireside chats for them. That's okay though. And chats. 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 Chat is also a little ground up rock you put on your driveway. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why it's called that. The big rocks is road based. The little gravelly, the tiny little, almost dirt looking stuff, that's called chat. It's kind of like what you put on the baseball field. Gravel's bigger, thicker pieces of rock. Chat, you can't really see the pieces, it just looks like big sand. See what all you learned today? You learned what chat was. Isn't that awesome? Because you can use that in road building or construction or, you'll hear some part bring some chat in. Huh?
I thought it was just
Big
rock.
rock, Class A, B, and C rock.
There you go. Well, that is fancy talk, but
That's just what we use.
Regular people.
Dad's word.
presidential what can clear a person's record? Pardon. 15, if they miss the other one, don't count this wrong, because I doubled it.
For 19, did they put candidate?
They didn't do that.
Because a candidate can't. Only when the president can do that. 2 things involved in foreign policy are security and economics. If they miss the first one, don't count that one wrong too. I don't want to double miss it.
What is this? President
That's fine, yes.
and defense
Wait, did I get that right?
No.
Oh.
Okay, that's true. But put security and economics. What do I mean by that? Security and economics. Anything we do with a foreign country. The only reason we're going to talk to a foreign country, guys, stay with me here. Stay with me on this. The only reason we talk to a foreign country is to help our economy or make us safer military. Those are the only 2 reasons we ever discuss things with a foreign country. Does that make sense? That's great. That's fine. Don't count that one wrong no matter what. Okay? Because I put it twice on there, so that's done. The executive office of the president, they work where?
West Wing.
West Wing. If they put the President's Administration, that's also right. So if they put President's Administration, that's okay. Put West Wing for them.
What if they put executive office?
-2, because think about it. I wouldn't say the executive office, they work in the executive office. It's technically -1. -1, because they are right. Okay, a president's what is like a manager? Chief of staff. Chief of staff. Who handles the media daily? Press secretary. Who has to know the threats facing our country? Okay, if you put National Security Council, that's great. Put advisor there, because that's the person that has to know it. National Security Advisor. If they put the council, that's okay. What's that?
Department of Defense.
I'll take that. I'll take that one, but put National Security Advisor.
I appreciate you, Coach Ralph.
Well, and that is technically right. See, if you will write something, and if it's right, I'll count it. You know, that's not right. Because they just have to know what's happening in the daily stuff. What's the 15 department heads called? Cabinet. The president really has no what? Freedom. Don't count this wrong. That's true. Don't count this wrong.
Days off.
Okay, that's true. They don't have any days off. What do I mean? They really don't have much freedom.
They don't get to choose what they want to do.
They don't get to come and go. The Secret Service tells them where they're going, what they're doing, and they don't have a day off. They might have a day off, but it's filled with president stuff. You know, they just might not have to wear a suit that day. God, why do we make them wear a suit? That ought to be like, because like they let us wear jeans today. At least that ain't like slacks. You know, if they let us wear shorts, I'd be a teacher and a half. I could really teach some stuff up if I got to wear shorts. And Gracie's confused on that one. If you're comfortable, you're going to probably do a better job. I don't want to look trashy. I do need to be, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the boss. You're not the boss of me. But I mean, I need to be a little bit, look at him, you know. Anyway. What's dealing with negotiating with foreign countries? Okay, foreign policy is correct. Diplomacy is what I was looking for. If they put chief of state, that's okay. State Department, that's okay. Put diplomacy for them.
They put negotiation.
That's okay. I'll take it.
Endorse.
I'll take that. All right, there are 4 points apiece.
Robert, did I pass it?
-4. That's about the person owns it.
It should be 99.
How'd you make it this time with the 1 point off?
I'm gonna come around and get your grade from you.
Doris, here's your paper.
And then keep that other page out I just gave you. And we'll look at some of that.
Sure. Coach Ralph, I'm a genius. I didn't have everything. You still have me?
I'll just be a teacher and a half.
You know, I've been paying attention.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
No way.
Goodbye, winning.
That is 7th grade Brady Nelson.
Okay, yeah. That sounds like right now, Brady Nelson.
What was it? 80.
The first time I picked the little pacer up from like his football practice and the Nelson was running, I was sick. who in the world are those idiots? He goes, yeah, it's just the Nelsons, that's just locals. Okay, so I got to know, okay, no, they're not idiots, they're just, it's Nelsons, you know, it's just Nelsons.
How long ago was that?
4 years ago.
That's I don't.
5 years ago. No, 4.
What did when you were fifth grade or fourth grade?
Snapchat says it's 4 years ago.
It sounds about the same.
Yesterday is what it sounds like to me.
Every time we're done talking,
Does Lane?
Lane doesn't do it as much. He will like when it's like game day.
In the locker
Brady
room,
and-
he was screaming last night at Brady.
Brady
Oh,
and
yeah.
Duckins get it, dude, don't they?
Brady and Brady just sit there and yell at each other, seeing them to yell off.
Probably spitting in each other's mouths kind of go. I wonder if they won that game.
Probably not.
I'm just a kid.
I'm an executive officer, and I basically just happen.
Who graded Miss Lopez's paper? What grade did they make? Who graded Joe? What grade did she make?
I didn't. I'm gonna get it math.
It's just like 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. I'll try to do it next time.
That's a good idea. I'm not mad about it, I'm mad about it.
So,
You're off to 4 points still.
Okay, yeah,
You got it right.
cause I can't remember.
So there's 90.
Like,
You got it right.
and
Wow.
the eye socket,
Hey,
the only reason why.
You made a 92.
Socket, so
You made a 92 if you want to write it.
that and then the raised.
I guess math is hard for you.
Only
math.
Basically, they. So, I was like, okay, well then.
Wow, somebody wrote,
Okay,
wow.
just makes me smile. I thought,
Speak that for us.
so I was like.
Joe, which one did you miss?
And then the brain thing, it literally says.
What'd you cut?
School has a.
Alright, let's look at that review sheet I gave you. What's the first one on there?
Presidential election.
Alright, we're gonna look at your presidential election notes. We'll actually review the stuff, just what are presidents trying to win?
States.
No, states. You're right, they're trying to win states. And the winning states is what gets you electoral votes. They're not trying to win the popular election. Right? They're trying to, on Friday night, we were not trying to score touchdowns, we were trying to gain yards. Trying to get positive yards. Positive yards lead to touchdowns, which leads to a win. They're not trying to win the election, they're trying to win this state, and this state, and this state to get the electoral votes.
Line drives turned into.
Primary elections, what do primary elections do? Weed out the candidates. All right, how many electors does each state have?
However much.
How many senators?
Senators and reps. However many senators and reps they got, that's how many electors they got. Okay. 538, what's the total they need to win? 270. Okay.
So
Now-
you think we'll have an idea of who won tonight, or like, is there nothing for certain?
I don't know. I think with the problem's going to be
All the mail-in votes.
all the mail-in votes, the military votes. Here's what I think. I think I don't want a vote to not be counted, but I also feel like mail-in votes and absentee votes should be in by today. If not, that's on you. Does that make sense? You had plenty of time. It's not like, oh my gosh, I don't know who I'm going to vote for. You've known for however long. Military votes, I don't mind if we have to wait a month to count all of them. They deserve to have their vote counted no matter what. So if they're not in charge of getting their vote back, you have to vote in your county. you can't vote, I'm registered on the USS whatever. You're registered in whatever, so you have to get absentee votes, and that's a huge undertaking to make. Where is, Bridger at right now?
He's home right now, but
Okay.
he goes to Japan next year.
Okay, so like if he was in Japan, we gotta make sure his vote gets here. That's a big undertaking. But I think a lot of the places, that's gonna cause a lot of trouble, not having all the ballots or not having everything lined up. That's gonna be a huge issue. So I can see that being a problem. I really don't know. I think it's gonna be just a mess. But it might not be.
What's he doing?
But I don't see how today it couldn't be a mess. You know, the way things are, I don't see how it couldn't be a mess. All right, as chief executive, what's the president do? You have a piece of paper, all you gotta do is,
Make all the
Run
plans.
this, your branch, that's a good-
like a business, hires people and fires people. The executive branch, the bureaucracy, remember we talked about the bureaucracy?
Yeah.
All those little agencies is what gets things done. They do the thing, all the programs Congress votes in, those agencies is the one that implements that. So the president's job is to make sure the government does the job they're supposed to do, and all these little agencies and departments. And he runs it like a business. If this if this department is not doing good, it's not doing what it's supposed to do, you fire the people in charge and get somebody else in there. So it's like a business. Yes. Are you on in? What else we got? Picking a cabinet member. What's the first thing you'd have to think about? Because all right, let's say, I hate to do this. I don't like using, next year, Lil Cole. Oh, he's gonna graduate this year. He will not have a teacher's certificate. He wants to coach and teach. To be a teacher, you gotta have a teacher's certificate. Some school districts might hire you without a teacher's certificate and hire you as a teacher. Not every school district will do that. I hope he gets a job. Okay, I want to ask y'all. Do I overrate my kids? Or do I try to beat them down and I try to do that? That's what I try to do. For a reason. I want them to earn what they got. You know, would you agree with that, Pace? I've been kind of good coaching you though. I don't rip you anymore. I just make fun of you, right? I really think he can be a good teacher and a good coach. I know he's better than I was when I was his age. But what I would have to think is, doesn't matter what I think or what good a job they would do, I have to pick someone the Senate would say they're good. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter how good I think they can be. The school district has to think they're good enough to hire. The Senate has to think they're good enough to pick. So if I'm picking somebody for a cabinet position, what's the first thing I think of?
Qualifications.
Are they qualified? Do they have the experience to do this job? Do they have the background? Like, example, Attorney General. What's the first thing they need? Law degree. If they don't have that, they're out. So are they qualified? Do they have the training to do this job? What else do they have to think about?
Can they handle the job?
Can they handle this job? Because it's not just doing this job, it's I gotta handle all these people. I gotta manage thousands of employees. That's a huge deal. And are they on the same page as the president? What does that mean? I don't have to think exactly like the president, but we can't be actively working against each other. I have to have the same foundation as the president. And there's something I didn't put there. Is there anything I'm missing that y'all can think of? Is there any skeletons in the closet? Is there anything there that is really bad, really embarrassing, that would say the Senate would automatically say, like a attorney general who used to be a dope dealer? Could that guy still be a good attorney general? Yes, but there's other people that don't have that on the record. Because what's the headline going to be the next day? Straw picks dope dealer to be next attorney general. You don't need that. Presidents don't need that extra. So make sure when I say no skeletons in the closet, that's what I'm talking about. Skeletons. In the closet. God, I can't see and I can't see. Does that make sense to anybody? I can't see because I'm old and I can't see because of this thing. That doesn't help. What's some things that make being president a horrible job? Yeah, okay. You have to wear a suit, that's bad. What else? You're never off. You don't have a life.
Always a target.
You're always a target, physically and also mentally. What do I mean by mentally?
People are always saying that it's small.
You're constantly being told what a piece of garbage you are. You know, as a coach, there's people that constantly tell me what a piece of garbage I am. That's what I find people. All right, y'all have a great day. We'll probably talk about the election tomorrow. We'll see what happens.